Hello, viewer. It's great having you on the show today, and welcome to another episode of Viewpoint. It is an exciting and interactive talk show where they talk as EV. On the show, we talk about everything and anything trending, ranging from entertainment to politics, health, education, lifestyle, power of community. You just name it. All you need to do is sit back, enjoy, and engage in our conversations. My name is Hadiza Galadima, and right here with me in the studio are my gorgeous and amazing ladies, Confidence.
Hi Hadiza, hi Rachel.
How you doing? And the amazing Rachel.
Hi Hadiza.
All we do on the show is spark meaningful conversations, inspire change within our community as we engage in honest dialogue. And now, right straight to the business of the day. Let's get started. In the words of Abraham Lincoln, legislation and adjudication must follow and conform to the progress of society. As usual, we will be discussing hot topics in Nigeria. So firstly, we'll be talking about the sit-at-home order by the IPOB and how it affects the economy. And we will also be speaking in reaction to the statement made by the Oba of Lagos concerning the removal of Eyo from the movie Gang of Lagos. And lastly, we will be talking about jungle justice. So let's go on a short break. We'll be right back. Please stay with us. Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. The governor of Enugu State once said the state loses 10 billion naira every Monday due to the sit-at-home order by IPOB. IPOB, on the other hand, are demonstrating this just so that their leader, Nnamdi Kanu, can be released. The question is, are the Igbos going the right way about this? Because just like 2 days ago, Simon Ekpa ordered the residents of the Biafran residents in Lagos, doing business in Lagos, to sit at home because he feels the Igbo traders or Igbo business owners are being targeted. So he says they should sit at home till they provide security for the businesses. And he even went as far as saying they are going to relocate them back to the east. So is this really the right way IPOB is going about it? Despite the fact that IPOB came out, like the spokesperson, Emma Powerful, came out and said IPOB does not have anything to do with that. Yes, he said that's not the call of IPOB and all that, and they should disregard him. But we still have other places who are actually observing this sit-at-home. So what is the effect? Because we know it's going to, not only their state, it's going to affect the country's economy as a whole. And I feel this is not what Nigeria needs right now because of the situation of the country. So, to you now, what's your take as regards this?
Okay, so first off, I'm not Igbo.
You're right, okay.
But we all know that the Igbos are very industrious people.
Yeah.
When it comes to business, we give it to them. You know, they are very industrious.
Yeah.
And, sitting at home every Monday, there's no way it's not going to affect the economy.
Yeah.
You know, there's no way it's not going to affect the economy. Just like that governor said, Mba said they lose 10 billion naira every Monday. You know, there's no way it's not going to. It's even you as personally, if you're doing business, and you don't go out maybe apart from maybe weekends, you say, okay, I want to rest on weekends. But on the day you know that it's my business day, you don't go out on that day. There's no how it will not affect you. And when you even do it repeatedly, maybe every week, you say, okay, you don't go, it's going to affect you as a person, as a business person. Talk more of something that involves the state and talk more of something that involves the nation. It's going to, affect. Every region has something that they represent. Every region, Yorubas, Hausas, the South, they have something that they are, peculiar with. They have something that they do, and it's just, they identify with it, that this is what we do. And if they should relent on that thing or come down on that thing, it will affect in one way or the other. I don't think the Igbos are going, about it the right way, even if they want their leader, Nnamdi Kanu, to be released. Well, I don't want to talk about Nnamdi Kanu's issue because I don't know what the government are doing. If the court has said, let this man go, they've granted him bail, if they say just go, then that should be it. But again, talking about our judiciary system in Nigeria, we know it's a failed thing. We shouldn't even talk about that. So what I just want to say is this. I don't think the Igbos are going about it the right way. We know you want Nnamdi Kanu to be released. But please, a time will come. Now they may not see the effect of this, but a time will come when all of these things will now fall back on the East, and it will start affecting them so bad. So I don't think, as much as we all want Nnamdi Kanu to be released, as much as the Igbos want Nnamdi Kanu to be released, I don't think sitting at home every Monday is a good way to go about it.
Okay, over to you, Confidence, because you are evil. I just have to bring that out. You are evil, so like, how do you feel? Like, what's your take on this?
Honestly, it's heartbreaking. That's the best way I can put it, because I have family members down there in the southeast, and most times when I call them and I speak with them, I hear what they have to say. And sometimes it's not just on Mondays. There are some days, random days, they just come out and they're like, today sit at home. And the painful thing about it is you can't rebel, because I've seen too many videos where people rebel and they just go about their business, and they exactly, they end up paying for it with probably their money or their lives. Some people become maimed, some people even die, and it's heartbreaking. That's why I said it's heartbreaking. It's crippling the economy. I've spoken to family members over there, and it's not just dealing with them in the southeast alone. If from other states, on that day, you can't find a car that will tow that route to, let's say, Enugu State, for example. You will see. So imagine somebody who has a business contract, who has something important that involves maybe money, maybe not just money, but something important. And the person cannot go down to the southeast on Monday. The transport, it's affecting them, because on Monday, you can imagine if, let's say, 50 people want to travel in a particular transport company on that Monday, and they can't do it because of what? Sit at home. And then you not imagine the people that are in the state. You can't go about your business. If somebody is supposed to come to the office and is supposed to come and do a financial transaction with you of a lot of money, or you have to go for a meeting, you can't go. You're just sitting down at home, and it doesn't make sense. On a Monday, a working day,
like
for the southeast. I'm not just saying this because I'm Igbo. Every tribe is hardworking. For God's sake, money does not select tribe. But most times you say, okay, Igbo people are industrious, they're hardworking. It has been like that from time. But I feel like these people should put themselves in their shoes. Do you understand? Put yourself, try and understand. Even if you've made all the money, this is not the right way to go about it. Yes, we're soliciting that, okay, Nnamdi Kanu. For me, I'm not really, they say Biafran this. I'm not. Do you understand? I'm saying it, I'm not. I believe in, unity, in diversity. From the beginning, I've never really been a fan of this secession thing. But the way they're going about it, and they're not even seeing, like Rachel rightly said, it's affecting everybody. Especially those in the southeast. Because you're sitting at home now, you're showing solidarity in that manner. How is it helping? How is it helping? You can't go about to do your business. The day you venture coming out is a problem. You see people running helter-skelter. I saw a video last week. I don't know whether to say I was traumatized, because every time I think about it, I think of the families down there. I think of people that do daily, buying and selling. Women that sell oranges, people that that what they make from that day is what they're going to use and feed their family, and the whole money is gone.
I'm even thinking about health-wise, when someone is, maybe you're sick, has to do with life, and they have to rush to the hospital or something. Some governors from the East have come out to say that they're going to try for everything to go back to normal. I just hope that it works out and everything goes back to normal.
Well, I like the way you guys are speaking. I really feel what you guys are feeling, and I know the viewers out there too would definitely share your perspectives, or share your own perspective and all that. So we want to hear from you, our viewers. Do you think the Igbos are going the right way with this sit-at-home order as regards the release of their leader? That's the IPOB, as well as their leader, Nnamdi Kanu. We'd like to hear from you. Just drop your comments and your opinion on our social media handles. We're going on a short break right now. We'll be right back. Please stay with us. Welcome back, and thanks for staying with us. Moving on to our next topic, the Oba of Lagos, Oba Rilwan Akiolu, says he is giving the producers of Gang of Lagos 14 days ultimatum to remove Eyo from the movie. This prompts the question, is this a form of disrespect to the custom and traditions of the West, or are the movie producers actually depicting the real picture of what it really is? Because we know our Nollywood producers and directors, most of their storylines tells a subtle story or a subtle reality. So now, on personal thoughts, do you think it's a total disrespect, since a whole lot of people have been coming out to say they are portraying Eyo in a different and negative light, and it shouldn't be like that. So take it down, take it down, take it down. What's your take? Confidence. Go first.
I remember having this argument with a very close friend of mine, and he came from the perspective of tradition and what it depicts, and trying to balance. I understood him, and I think he also understood my point. But that we're Nigerians, we're Africans, and what the white man might dismiss as, oh well, it's just a movie, Africans will not take it that way. You understand? I had come from the angle of, I don't think they were trying to portray Eyo in that light. I'm trying to remember the movie, what happened, how somebody dressed as one of the masquerade and killed the boy's father. And, I'd come from the perspective of maybe the boy wanted to do, the same thing as a posthumous avenger. He wanted to do the same thing to this man, like trying to tell him that, okay, I know, I can remember what you did, and I want to pay you back in that same coin. Well, nevertheless, from the angle that my friend came from, he said, first of all, that Eyo masquerade is sacred, right? The Yorubas do not joke with it. They view it as the sacred part of their tradition and should not be portrayed in that light. While it might not be what they are trying to portray, while it might not be, there's a word I'm looking for, while it might not be in their mind, you understand, to portray it as bad, they're just trying to tell a story. To some people, it's not the same thing. Do you understand? There are a lot of people that are actually engraved deep in tradition. You understand? They will tell you that is what they said, but this is part of our tradition and it should not be portrayed in that way. So any other explanation you're trying to give, they will not listen to you that it's for a movie. And even if it is for a movie, while portray the Eyo masquerade as part of a gang, and why tell us that the Eyo masquerade, murders people? I was on the side of no, that the movie producers, they were trying to say so and so about it. The person told me no, that people, the Yorubas, will not understand what you're saying. Do you understand? But then for the Oba to be saying they should remove the Eyo masquerade from, the movie, I was wondering. I said it's not feasible. This movie has come. And I don't want to say it has gone. People have seen this movie. They've made their money and everything. I think what he should be saying, with all due respect, is probably they should not portray the Eyo masquerade in that kind of light again.
So you should
for next time. So, but saying they should remove it from the... Come on, how do you want them to redo the movie again from the beginning?
So that's like more of like
basically, exactly. That's my take on it.
Rachel.
Okay, so I'm a Yoruba person, and I wouldn't want anyone, do something or say something that would stain my culture.
Yeah.
Just like the same way I wouldn't want anyone say something bad about me, especially when I don't do that thing, or when I did not do that thing. Same thing with my culture. But there's something I want to say. These days, the movies that these movie producers bring out these days, it's no longer the normal Asaba movie where they go to the stream and fetch water and go and wear tie wrap and do all those things. These days, the movies that Nollywood producers are bringing out are movies that tells like the real story. They are trying to tell you what is actually happening. I remember when I watched, was it Shantytown? Yes, Shantytown. Yeah. And I went online, someone was saying, that movie is too rough. What lesson are people even trying to learn? What lesson do people learn from that thing? And I said, look, it's not for you to go and learn a lesson. It is for you to know what is happening. You see these stories in our government. Look, some movies are actually telling you what it is. This person you are looking at in government and you are looking at him. This is who he is. Exactly. They are simply telling you the story of some people in government. Those people that are your whatever. They are simply telling you their real story, what they've done in the past and what they are doing. When you watch some of these movies, you see where you see hard drugs, you see when someone is a drug peddler and everything. They are only telling you who these people are. There's a movie that came out, I think, during this election period. Let me not mention the person. It came out during the election period. And they showed, in fact, they gave a true story of a true depiction of one of these people that came out for president. It only takes someone who has sense very well to understand who they are talking about. In fact, some of these movies, you will see the cap they use. They don't want to do like. You will see their dresses. They don't want to use like the exact logo of that person. They will use a similar logo. But we Nigerians, we are so, we like your culture so much.
I think
We like sentiments. We are very sentimental.
Because it's art. I'm an art person. So people watch. That's why sometimes I don't like to argue with people who are not, will I call it, philosophical. You understand? Who do not understand constructive criticism, especially when it comes to art forms, especially when it comes to movies. You already know that some of these movies that they've been bringing out over time are satirical in nature. You understand that portrays what the government has been doing. And so some people I feel like some people see movies and they just focus on the wrong things.
Yeah.
Oh, this I don't understand. I'm like, there are some yardsticks. You understand what I mean?
From it. You know what I think? Nigerians, it's just like we're taken unaware. Nigerians, the movies we used to watch before, movies of, like I said, these local movies that
epic movies
that you can always predict exactly. Once they start, you'll be like, they go kill this girl last. That's the story. And so now when the story is changing, we are now I don't know, maybe we are so much deep. We don't want to accept it. And these movies, whether you like it or not, they're only telling you the reality. Nigerians just have sense. Think deep and look deep. Watch that movie without sentiment. Then you'll see the story they are telling you. Say removing Eyo or don't remove Eyo. I'm sorry to say this, I'm a Yoruba person, but I do not know. But I think that this Eyo masquerade, we don't know what has happened before. We don't know what has happened in the past. This Oba that is coming to say that remove it, we know it cannot be removed. Maybe we should look into the Eyo and see if Oba is saying he doesn't know anything about, they're only trying to depict the wrong side of the Eyo. Please investigate the Eyo to be sure they've not done anything wrong. Same thing with every other, culture and every other thing. Look, if one talk about this culture, is very deep. Because culture most times involves sacrifice of human, sacrifice, blood, killing people and all of that. Some people, they do rituals just to, let's not even go deep into that. So please, before you come out to say, remove Eyo from this movie, also be sure that this Eyo is not portraying the wrong thing.
I think they're just upset that, they were seeing Eyo masquerade. That was why I tried to negative light. When I said balance it. If you follow the story, because at some point I was asking myself, okay, why come like this? And then when you follow the story, you see that it was the same blow that was dealt his father. You understand that he gave back, he paid that man in his own coins. But I feel like I said, some people just, so what you're trying to say is that masquerade is like, no.
It may not even be Eyo. Yeah.
Well, let's go on a short break. We'll be right back. Please stay with us. Welcome back and over to our last topic of today, which is jungle justice. And jungle justice is a term to describe the violent and often extrajudicial punishment that is carried out by an angry mob against an alleged offender in a public space. The implications of jungle justice are numerous. Firstly, it undermines the rule of law and the legitimacy of the justice system, leading to a breakdown of law and order. It can also result in innocent people being falsely accused and punished. It also perpetuates a culture of violence and vigilantism where people take the law into their own hands instead of trusting the proper legal process. There's a story of a 32-year-old man in Bayelsa State who was accused of stealing bread and was lynched to death by some angry mob. So, what are your thoughts generally as regards jungle justice? Who wants to go first? Confidence or Rachel?
Confidence, go.
Do us your honor.
Honestly, jungle justice is, I even lack the words to describe it. It's not meant to be. Yes, we understand that the judiciary, the justice system of the nation has been watered down to a point where some people don't believe in it. But really, it's not an excuse for lynching a person. My mind keeps going back to these 4 boys that were killed years ago in Port Harcourt, and years later they come out to say that they were innocent. And then I'm asking myself, now that you guys know that they are innocent, does it change anything? Would it bring them back from the dead? I feel like it's a system, a concept that shouldn't be. Because, like you rightly said, innocent people end up getting killed. I don't want to defend anybody. I'm not defending anybody because stealing is wrong. For the 82-year-old man that was caught stealing bread,
Right.
I'm not
32?
defending,
32.
sorry, 32. I beg your pardon, 32. I'm not defending, the theft. But I'm also saying that let the justice system take its course. I mean, let the law take its course on this person. Because if at the end of the day, okay, some of these things are alleged. They said, oh, you can see a crowd running. He said, we followed him. They said he did it. They said he did that. I've watched countless number of movies and documentaries on these things. You understand? And somebody even made a music video out of it. And I was just watching the music video. Yes, it's fictional, but then you get to see that this is what some people pass through. In the music video, the guy was at the bus stop. Everybody was, they were passing. And then this woman's phone, falls to the ground. And did it fall to the ground? I think she's there looking for the phone. And coincidentally, the phone which the lady uses looks like, the guy's phone. And, the guy passes and then she begins to raise alarm and, people will not want to hear that. And then they crowd this guy and they start to beat him. And he's like, what did I do? Before they say Jack Robinson, they beat him, they beat him and then burnt him, put iron on his neck and just burnt him. As the moment he died, I don't know what she was looking for in her bag and she found her phone.
Oh my God.
And it was a video, but I was holding my phone. I was like, for God's sake. And it's always at the time when this person, when the suspect or when the person dies, that is like a scale is removed from the people's eyes, and you feel like, okay, murder is a spirit. So honestly, I don't feel like this is not meant to be. Because at the end of the day, you see these people that die, they don't get justice.
At all.
Because you cannot carry a whole mob and say you want to take them to the police station.
Where would you
carry?
find them?
Who do you want to start from? Who you want to carry leave? So I think sometimes when we see things like this where they say it's a case of theft or, I don't know, two people fighting or something, and you see the police, swoop in at that moment, is to actually save that person's life. Because once mob action starts, trust me, it does not stop till that person is dead.
Yeah. Rachel.
Okay, so confidence has said it all. But truth is, our justice system has failed us. The police has failed us. We don't know how this thing originated, where it started from. But then you see situations whereby something happens and then you take the case to the police station and the police is saying, bring this thing, and go settle and Yes. Bring this thing, we go settle everything, you go, they go. I think that's why people are beginning to take laws into their hands. But I don't think that is justifiable enough for you to kill a person. Someone stole bread, you killed the person, even if the person is a thief. For someone to go and steal bread, the person is hungry. If it's not like a spirit, you should know that this person is hungry for the person to go and steal bread. So I think the people who are even doing these things themselves, they don't have conscience. These people are even criminals themselves.
Exactly.
Imagine me carrying stick and then I'm hitting someone, I want to kill the person. I think those people are criminals themselves. So it's even beyond we saying that it's because they've taken laws into their hands. No, it's because you're a criminal. That's why you have the mind, you have the conscience to kill someone. You kill someone, you go to bed and sleep. And also, let me just put this out to our police officers. We've had cases whereby they say something is happening here and the police will be somewhere. They are not far away, but they will just be there. They will not move. Sometimes they'll say, "Fuel, don't finish our motor." Sometimes they'll say this, that. So seriously, there are so many things. It's not just about just jungle justice. But please, I think you should, like you said, after the whole deed has been done and everything has been done, sometimes and I realize that this person is even innocent. So it's
like medicine after death. And I also feel like, these communities and these places that things happen, there should be, would I say, a mini justice system? They should have chiefs. They should have a committee, a body where somebody swoops in and let's take this thing to the chief. Because this, I think I heard off the camera, she mentioned something about this Alu boys, this thing that happened in Port Harcourt, that they were, sorry, it was you, Hadiza, that the chief was aware. And so I'm asking myself, if they have chiefs, they have a body, an organization, a committee, a town hall
that you can go to,
where they can go to resolve some of these things. I mean, why are they not doing it? And I'm not, like I always say, I'm not defending, but sometimes people do some of these things. Mob action is as a result of, experiences that the community or that town might have faced in the hands of this kind of people.
Yeah.
They can decide,
Sometimes,
okay,
yeah.
we've waited on the police so much and they're
Nothing
not
was
doing anything.
done.
All the ones that we've reported, they will catch the person and they will
And they'll
release
release
so
the
we'll
person.
take laws into
Yeah.
our own hands.
Yeah.
I know it ends up being messy because at the end of the day, this person you people catch might could be innocent. So honestly, it's just a loss.
Police really need to
From
work on
different
themselves.
angles. Yeah.
They really need to work on themselves, and we'll also want to hear from you, our viewers, your take as regards jungle justice. We'd love to hear from you. You know how to do it now, our comment section. Just drop them there. Because jungle justice is a grave problem that must be addressed by government and civil society or organizations. And also the promotion of law and order should be a priority. All right. So we even need to resensitize, or government agencies or societal organizations need to sensitize people over and over about the dangers of taking law and order into your own hands. All right. That is how we come to an end of today's edition of Viewpoints. You know how we do. We really do appreciate your time greatly. Let's do it again. Same place, same time. We will love to hear from you as always. So be a part of our conversation by dropping your opinions on our comment section. And don't forget to follow all our social media handles displayed on your screen for more exciting and captivating episodes of Viewpoints Talk Show with the Talkam as EB. Do subscribe and click on our little notification bell on our YouTube channel at Oweleketv. Our website is oweleketv. Till we come your way again. See you next time.